One of the challenges that many stakeholders, state government staff, and frankly, a whole slew of others struggle with is who who is eligible for which services and what does that mean in terms of reach. And it makes it even more challenging in that there's a whole ton of eligibility requirements, and it really can be really, frankly, again, quite challenging to figure out what that number is and where these kids are and how that works. And then in addition, if you change the eligibility requirements, then you have to rerun your numbers. So, giving an example, a major eligibility requirement is income. So, in the US, if you are below a certain level of income, then you qualify for some sort of subsidy. And there are many kinds of subsidies. Examples are Head Start subsidies, there are state subsidies, there are national subsidies called the Child Care Development Fund, CCDF, and others. What happens is that depending on what your cutoff is for your state, let's say it's 175% of the federal poverty line, then you have to then calculate, well, how many children are estimated to be under this and then qualify. But let's say then, whoops, the eligibility changes to 150%. Or let's say you have to toggle back between 175% and a state median income estimate, or SMI, which is another type of estimate, and sometimes you have to use both. It starts to get really complicated really fast about how you figure out how to understand which children are eligible for which services where when you're juggling all these competing sort of requirements. And so our tool, CUSP Public, helps perform scenario analysis to make that process a little bit easier.